I'm Samuel Kwemba. I do VIP protection and event security.
I'm Wambui Mwangi, a public relations specialist,
and this is our dream wedding.
There's a lot I love about him. Of course, first, he's the best father, a good provider and protector. Look at his size. He makes me feel like, seriously, I'm secure. Sammy would do anything for me. That one I know, for sure. That one I know. So that makes me love him even more. Yeah, and he's an amazing father to our kids. Again, he would do anything for those babies. He would do anything for the kids. So yeah, there's a lot to say, but yes, but those are the highlights, so to speak. He's God-fearing. Yes, I know he prays a lot for us. Even at times when I don't feel like praying, he'll just tell me, I pray. Don't worry, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. So yes, the fact that he's God-fearing is also a plus.
About her. Yeah. She's amazing. First of all, she's a very lovely cook. You know, as they say, getting into a man's heart is through his baby. Yeah, so she's amazing. She's a lovely cook. She's a lovely person. She advises me well, and she's just wow. As I told you, I don't know what I can do with that, huh? And she's a good mother to my lovely babies, and as I tell her, she's the boss of the house, the kitchen. Just yeah. She's lovely. Because she was not at home, so I made sure again that the little ones were prepared well. Yeah, and then I had my traditional guys who play the scooty. Make sure they're there to wake up the neighbors and show them that there's a big day around the compound. So I knew today was that day when I wore my suit and I was just coming out of my door, and I knew today was that day that I've been waiting for. And I was ready for that day. Ready. I've been here for so many years, so that was the day I was waiting for. So I was really ready for that day. All the cars were there. I told my friend, my brother BK was my best man. So they're the ones who were supposed to go and get the lady and my good friend again, Tony. And I think the makeup was taking time a little bit, but I had to wait. And as usual, you know, on a wedding, you have old guys there. They're asking you, okay, what's happening? I'm like, it's her day. She's getting ready. And then after that, went to a place and yeah.
The crazy morning, I don't know how fast time went. How time got to us leaving at 11. I just don't understand. I honestly don't know how time went. So, yes, and my dress too is an Alfred Angelo dress. Now he knows. Also an Alfred Angelo dress. I just saw it and I fell in love. So, yes. And we got to the venue. Of course, I was amazed by the setup, the number of people who were there. And there was mom looking so stunning. And I went and she's like, "You're shaking." And I'm like, "No, I'm not shaking." "Are you okay?" "Yes." "Are you happy?" "Yes." And before I know it, I'm crying.
But she promised me one thing and it did happen. She said, "I'll not cry on my wedding day." But I had some good guys who were playing a saxophone and
The band.
she broke her promise. She won't cry, but I think the music was, Huh? What happened?
I don't know.
She can't explain that.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was a good moment, and yeah, just seeing her walking down the aisle and felt a little bit of like, I need to. It's good I was wearing my shades on.
You would have cried? Were you praying?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Almost not almost. No, I was not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she was looking really lovely. It's always good to wait. Don't see the dress and don't see her a day before. Just wait, and yeah, it was a lovely.
Person. I'm a very emotional person. I looked up
Tears of
and
joy,
yes, I looked up and all my maids were, not all, but most of my maids were crying, and I'm like, okay. And I was even told my grandfather cried. So yeah, I don't know. It's good I didn't even see him because I think I would have broken down more. And I think my mom was like, She's like, "Stop crying. You make both of us cry, and when we start, we will not stop." I'm like, okay. I'm composing myself. So I had to stop. I literally had to stand before I got to the end of the aisle. Yes. I've waited for this day for 8 years. So it was finally here. That's what I was thinking. It's finally here. It's finally here. I have to do this. I'll be officially Mrs. Okwemba. That's what I was thinking. thinking too much into what my mom was feeling. She's waited for this day. Mom has waited for this day. And so many times we'd have a conversation and she's like, let's just have a wedding, go to the AGs. And I'm like, Mom, no, I need to have this dream. I have this dream. I have this vision of how my wedding will be. So no AG. And she's like, okay, let's just have a simple wedding, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40. I'm like, that's just my family, Sam's family. I had a vision and I know she was waiting for this day. So I probably was thinking too much into what she was feeling. And that broke me. My mom is my everything. She's a single mom. She's raised my brother and I single-handedly. She's my everything, by the way. She has embraced Sam as her own son, and she even says it. I have a second-born son. I have a son. I have another son, rather not a second one. Maybe you'd be the first one. Yeah.
I told her years back that one day we'll be good friends, and yeah, she's really awesome, good advice, and she's amazing. To be my lawful wedded wife.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health.
I knew this was the time where you're saying things and everyone is watching you and you need to take them seriously. And my best part was when I was just like, giving her this. It was I really waited for that day. And that's something you dream and say, one day I'll say that. And, so it came true.
This man who's been in my life for 11 years is officially mine. Officially mine. Those words are, I don't think I would want to even for a second think that I would dare not honor my vows. And yes, and I remember one thing the pastor said, that this is just an outward symbol of your commitment to each other. But again, it's what is in the heart, what is in the mind. It's a lot. And I think, honestly, when I look at my generation, or people, even my mother's generation, people don't really take their vows seriously. So I choose to honor my vows. And that's what I felt when I was saying my vows. Something that I pray God to help me to honor those vows for the rest of my life. The government knows, it's official.
It's official.
Yeah, if you run my name through Sharia house, he's mine. Yeah, he's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are each other's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Okwemba.
Yes.
Yes.
So signing that certificate was sealing the deal. Serious deal. The biggest contract ever. The most expensive. Yeah. So for us, that's how we felt. Meeting Catherine Nambisia was a blessing, honestly. I actually call her mom. She's an amazing woman. She made this journey so easy for me, and I wanted someone who could do both my decor, my flowers, like a one-stop shop, and that's exactly what she did.
I met Wamboi. She called me and said she had been referred to me by a friend, and from day one, Wamboi indicated she wanted a beautiful wedding. She did not want centerpieces of flowers on the table, so we came up with a concept of feathers, and bright feathers that could make the reception look good. To all couples planning to get married, come to the Samantha Expo. You'll meet all kinds of service providers with their talents, and from there, I'm sure you'll not go wrong. You'll find somebody to do a beautiful job, which will give you memorable moments. A wedding is a one-day event, and you should never regret. So come to the Samantha Bridal Show and meet the experts.
She just went over and beyond herself, and she added things and twists, and made it beautiful and special for me.
And for sure, I would love to wish them a happy marriage, God's blessings. May God prosper them. May He watch over them and keep them together.
Very excited to see the crowd and everyone happy to see us and dancing, and yeah, we're just happy. It was amazing, and everyone just dancing to the beat, and it was lovely.
So for me, the reception was amazing. I, for one, loved the isikuti. Although I still haven't refined my art of shaking the mabega.
She's still in class.
Yes, I'm still in class, yes. So that was everything. Then getting into the tent, Namisia blew me away. I was blown away by the entire setup. It was a surprise and I loved it, seeing everyone welcoming us and this whole team dancing behind us was everything. I don't think I'll live to ever forget that day and that time, that moment in time. Yes, Ainea really made me enjoy, and I'd already changed into my chucks, removed the heels, so together with my entire bridal team. So we were ready for party to boogie.
Wambo usipende mwingine, moyo wake ni mwepesi, umemkalia chapati kama chizi kukupenda.
Yes, I think he kind of mentioned, Sauti Sol might be around, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to come because they're on tour. So honestly, that was a surprise to me because I already knew they were on tour. They were going to Morocco, and he is the one who told me. So I didn't know about the video, so that came as a surprise, and I'm a big fan. So yes, remixed to my name. I don't know whether it's such a biggie, but for me it was a big deal. Yeah.
Sauti Sol, they're my boys. We come from way back, so I told them I'll be having a wedding one day, and they were like, yeah, if you're having a wedding, your brother, we have to come and just sing 2-3 songs. Did the drop, and I said, now I'm telling her it's going to be a surprise. Yeah, then it happened like that.
Muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi, kama kabla kama kuwa. Muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi, nasura yako muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi, muzuri wamboi.
Being the center, yeah, I felt good at least. Yeah, and I was not taking care of people, so people are taking care of me, so it was good. It's a good feel. Yeah, it was lovely.
Nataka sema hivyo tu, wajenge nyumba mzuri.
Boy's granddad gave us gave her a very good advice. Yeah.
Boy, usitange
just a
tange.
few words. Boy, usitange tange. So it's
And he's been married for long.
knowing who's saying it. Yeah. So it was good advice.
Mhm.
Just him being there. He's 91. Yeah.
91.
He's 91. So just him being there was my granddad gave us advice a little bit. We need to multiply, so it was a good speech.
My mom's friend, Naomi Maina, and who was representing my mom and putting God first, and even me receiving that Bible from my mom as a present meant a lot. For us, getting that Bible, we will use it. We will honestly put it to good use. And true enough, we will put God first, especially even for our kids' upbringing, and we will make this work, but with God first.
We call her Auntie Mukami.
Auntie Kam-Kams.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, she's a sweet lady. Of course, the advice she gave us was amazing. We cannot do without each other. Pull in the same direction. Pull in the same direction. And that is exactly what we will do. It was very deliberative, I thought. Her message was very well chosen and deliberative. So it's something that, it's a life lesson, so to speak. It's something that I will value. I value what she did for us. I can never forget, it was on July 15th, my birthday. He went down on his knee, right outside, in fact, outside my mom's compound, and he went down on his knee. Oh my God, tears of joy. Are you really doing this? Yeah. And he's like, okay, I want you to get ready. Let's go.
I come from way back. I used to live in Madaraka, I used to live in South B. Guys from South B, from South C, so that's how we met with Red Sun. So we used to really play against each other, we meet in the finals. He's a very good footballer, by the way. So we met like that, then played soccer, then there was, when we used to grow up one time, there was jam session, then yeah, stuff like that. Then he became a good musician, now he's a superstar, and yeah. I worked with him for so many years because I used to take care of him like he's my small brother, so I used to take care of him, and yeah, that's where I started my career too, with Red Sun. I think he was the first East African musician to have a bodyguard. Yeah. And at that time, guys were like, why do you need a bodyguard? But they came to understand why later.
I also wondered why. Yeah. And why does it have to be you?
Yeah, so they came to understand later on, yeah, and that's how I met Red Sun. And besides that, we are really, really, really good friends, family. Yeah, he's not my brother. I don't even think, I don't call him my friend, he's my brother. It comes into your mind that you say that one day I have a wedding. So I used to say, like, one day when I have my wedding, Red Sun will be there, and I hope he will perform a song one day. And I think my wife here on that day, he was not meant to perform, but
I insisted.
She's like, you have to sing for me one song. And yeah, he said, yeah, it's okay. He was meant to perform at the evening party. So yeah.
At the time, I was already so ecstatic, and this day that I've waited for so many years. So, of course, the performance came in handy, and I had told myself I will have a good time. My wedding, I have to have a good time. So, of course, I really enjoyed that, and I danced my head off. So, yeah, yes, I appreciated it.
Calvo Mistari is my small brother. We grew up in the same estate, all of us in Madaraka. And he has his small brother, Opips, and his twin brother, Opips, and there's Jadel. So they have a song, what do you call this? Baby Take It Low, something like that. And it's one of our favorite songs.
I love the beats.
So it's, I think what she she requested, I delivered what she requested because she said, I want these guys to perform just a bit.
I mean, if they're guests,
yeah,
let them do
and-
me the honors.
And they were there as my brothers, and yeah, we were all happy, and I've been there for them, and they were there for me too. I've watched them growing up in their career. We were having fun. We were just having fun
A lot
as
of
a
fun.
family.
I felt honored. I felt honored, and there were guests first. Let's start by the fact that they were coming as guests, and I honestly love the beat of their song. I really love that song, and so them doing the performance for me was, I mean, amazing. I danced. I really danced that day, so it made my day all the more entertaining and dreamy. We were neighbors in Madaraka Estate. I lived in MF3, he lived in MF34, a bit of a distance, but he saw me before I saw him. And I had to go do my studies for my master's. And when I came back, we had our first meeting, and within the planning, baby came. The first baby came. That's our son, Jabal Okwemba. He's Okwemba. He gets that. Yes, he's our firstborn. He's now 5 years old. He turned 5 in April of this year. And slowly again, we planned for the wedding again. Second baby came, Janina. And yes, Janina Wanjiru. She's named after mom, Janina Wanjiru Okwemba. Yes. So we have these 2 kids, 5 and 2, and thankfully this time planning for the wedding a third time around, no baby came, and here's where we are. Yeah, here's where we are. Yeah.
First of all, to men who are watching and they want to get married, is that you need to take time and learn your partner. Don't rush into things, all right? Take time and learn and understand what they like, what they don't like. All right, you need to know as a man you're dealing with the opposite sex. They have hormones and they're emotional a little bit. So you need to take time and be there and just like behave like a man, like you're the head of the family. Take the lead role of being there for your family. The most important thing is that you need to be there for your family. Don't be upset when they need you.
Education is very important. Yes, I think as they say, with God, everything else works. So I think for me, that would be the pivotal starting point of any relationship. Yeah.
I think she had her dream wedding.
Yes, I did have my dream wedding.
Yeah.